Hey, what's up, Logo Psychology students? It is Monday, June 29th, 2020. Happy Monday. Happy first day of week 4 of term 6. And happy day 65 overall of this e-learning thing. Week 4, yeah, we are more than halfway through term 6. I can see the end of term 6. I can see the end of our 2019-2020 school year. It's right there. It was just crazy to say, considering how this year felt like one of the longest school years in my lifetime. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to put this behind us. But we still got a little bit of work to do before we get to the end of the school year. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's take a look at our blackboard. Go ahead and get out of here and bring up blackboard. There it is, our blackboard. Class page for psychology, whether you are on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or the Tuesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. If you're on the Tuesday, Thursday, Friday schedule and you're watching this video on Tuesday, happy Tuesday. But it's the same work regardless. Let's go ahead and take a look at the work. The work can be found in a couple places as always, right? If you look at the topics tab, right, you will find the reading that you need to do the work. And if we click on our most recent topic that we started last week, Theories of Personality, we're going to wrap that up today. It's chapter 14 in the book, and we see the most recent reading. The download is right there, chapter 14, pages 420 to 427. We have the questions that go along with that reading embedded right here under topics. See right there, page 420 to 427. It's a Google form. It's embedded right there. You can answer the questions right there. Not the ideal way of answering questions, but it is an option, especially if you have late assignments, missing assignments. Remember, midterm grades just came out on, or were just submitted on Wednesday of last week, so the midterm report card should be coming out, if they haven't already, this week. If you weren't happy with your midterm grade, if you're missing any assignments, this is a good way to make those assignments up that are past due. For current assignments, you can find them under the Assignments tab, but you will always want to look here to find the readings, right? And if we click on the reading, we download the pages from the book, and we're going to learn about really three schools of thought on personality: behaviorism, humanism, and trait theory, right? And so it starts off this section with the behaviorists, John B. Watson and B. F. Skinner. You'll learn about how they believe our personality is shaped, and and Albert Bandura, he's another one of them. All three of these theorists, the behaviorists, believe that our personality is because of learning. We learned from our environment how to behave, and that's how we got to be who we are. They're really not interested in what's going on inside of us. It's all about external, right? Inputs and outputs. Humanistic theories, the humanistic theorists like Carl Rogers and Abraham Maslow, they say that behaviorists treat human beings too much like machines, input, output, right? And that we should treat us more like humans, hence the name humanists. I like this in focus chart. It shows you the major personality theories, right? And we learned yesterday about psychoanalysis and social psychoanalysis. Today we're learning about behaviorism and humanism, and then the fifth one is trait theory. And that's when we get to trait theory, and we learn about some of the famous trait theorists, important trait theorists like Gordon Allport, Raymond Cattell, and Hans Eysenck. And then the Big Five. The Big Five is the last theory we look at. It's the most recent theory. And then we have Big Five pause for thought questions. And you can find those questions, as I said, embedded right here under the topics, or also under the Assignments tab, which is right there next to topics. You'll find where you can submit your answers to those questions. You'll also find the question of the day. And so let's take a look at this question of the day. Question of the day. Let's see. Again, it gets to what these different theories that you've been reading about and will read about in today's section. How much, and again, it's the same old. I've mentioned this multiple times throughout the term, and it keeps coming up because it's really a key to psychology, right? When psychology is the scientific study of human behavior. The question that psychologists are always trying to scientifically answer is, where does human behavior come from? right? Is it nature or nurture? Nature, nurture, nature, nurture, nature, nurture. And again, this question is a nature-nurture question. It's a question of the day, so there's no one right answer. It's just what do you think, right? So when we talk about personality, who we are, right, as a person, how much of our personality do you think is genetic or inherited, and how much of our personality do you think is shaped by our interactions with others in our environment? Nature, genetic inherited, or nurture, environment? What do you think? Is it 50-50? Is it more one or the other? Go ahead and answer on your own. Let me know what you think to the question of the day. And then you have those 5 pause for thought questions to go along with the reading. If you have any questions or concerns, as always, let me know. Otherwise, have a good week. We got a short week this week. We only got 4 days because of the long holiday weekend. So have a good week. I'll see you later on. Peace.